In this video, we're diving into how to set up and use FastestVPN on streaming devices, like Amazon Fire TV Stick and smart TVs. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and here on the VPN Nerds, we cut through the fluff to help you get the most from your tech. FastestVPN markets itself as an affordable and speedy option, but how well does it work on devices designed primarily for entertainment? Let's find out. Introducing FastestVPN. FastestVPN is a relatively young provider that aims to offer a budget-friendly service with a decent feature set. It supports major platforms like Windows, Mac OS, Linux, iOS, Android, and even has a native app for the Amazon Firestick. The service includes WireGuard for faster connections, AES 256 encryption for security, and allows up to 10 simultaneous connections. FastestVPN also advertises features like an ad blocker, malware protection, and an NAT firewall. Its pricing is competitive, with the long-term plans costing only $40 for a lifetime special deal. However, there are some limitations. FastestVPN's streaming capabilities are mixed. Independent tests show that while the VPN can unblock US Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, it struggles with other regions of Netflix and services like Disney Plus or BBC iPlayer. The Fire TV app isn't available directly through the Amazon App Store, meaning you must sideload it. And some protocols, such as IPV2, don't work on the Fire TV app, leaving you with fewer options. The kill switch feature has also failed in some tests, which is something to be aware of if privacy is a concern. Checking compatibility. Before jumping into setup, make sure your device can run FastestVPN. The provider offers native apps for Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and Fire TV sticks. For other smart TVs, you have two main options. Install FastestVPN on your router, or sideload the Android app if your TV supports it. Devices like Roku, Apple TV, and most gaming consoles cannot run VPN apps directly, so a router setup is required. It's also possible to share a connection from a computer, but since FastestVPN already provides 10 simultaneous connections, you'll likely have room to spare. Method 1, installing FastestVPN on Fire TV Stick. Now, because the FastestVPN app isn't available in the Amazon App Store, you'll need to sideload it using the Downloader app. Here's a quick walkthrough. From your Fire TV home screen, go to Settings, My Fire TV, and then Developer Options. Enable apps from unknown sources and ADB debugging. This allows installation of apps from outside the Amazon store. Return to the home screen and use the search icon to find Downloader. Install and open the Downloader app. Grant it permission to access your files if prompted. In the Downloader's URL field, enter the direct download link to the FastestVPN APK. You can obtain this link from FastestVPN's official website under their Fire TV installation guide. We'll also put a link for you down below. Be cautious and only download from trusted sources. Once the APK downloads, the app will prompt you to install it. Select Install. After installation, click Open and launch FastestVPN. Log in using your FastestVPN credentials. Go to the settings within the app and choose a protocol. UDP or TCP are your options because IPv2 is not supported on the Fire TV app. Then select a server. For streaming, pick a US server if you're trying to watch US Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. After connecting, return to your Fire TV's home screen and open your streaming app. You should now be able to access the content associated with the server's region. Keep in mind that because the app is sideloaded, it won't receive automatic updates through Amazon. You'll need to periodically check the FastestVPN website for new versions and repeat the sideloading process. Also, make sure you disconnect from the VPN when you're finished watching to avoid leaving it running unnecessarily. Method 2, using FastestVPN on smart TVs. If you have a smart TV running Android TV, you can install the FastestVPN Android app directly from the provider's website. The process is similar to the Fire TV sideloading method. Enable installation from unknown sources in your TV's security settings. This option is usually under Settings, then Security and Restrictions. Open a browser on your TV or use a USB drive to transfer the FastestVPN APK. Download the APK from FastestVPN's website. Locate the APK in your downloads or USB storage to open it. Grant permission to install third-party apps apps if prompted and complete the installation. Launch the FastestVPN app from your app's menu, sign in and select a server, again choosing UDP or TCP protocols. Connect and then open your streaming apps. For smart TVs that don't run Android, like Samsung's Tizen or LG's WebOS, you can't install the FastestVPN app directly. Instead, you'll need to set up the VPN on a router. Once the router connection is active, any device on your network uses the VPN. The installation process is similar to the pure VPN router setup. You'll log in to your router's admin panel, import FastestVPN's configuration files, and connect to a server. Then, simply connect your TV to the router via Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Method 3. Configure FastestVPN on a router. Setting up FastestVPN on your router gives you the most flexibility. You only need to configure it once, and all your devices, including those that can't run VPN apps, are covered. Here's a condensed overview. Verify that your router supports VPN client mode. If it doesn't, consider purchasing a compatible model or flashing firmware. Download the OpenVPN or PPTP configuration files from FastestVPN support site. These files contain server addresses, certificates, and keys. Access your router's administration panel. Navigate to the VPN client section and create a new profile. Import the configuration file and enter your FastestVPN username and password. Select the desired server region and apply the settings. Once connected, the router status should show that the VPN tunnel is active. Connect your smart TV or Fire TV stick to the router. Open your streaming apps and verify that the content matches the region of the server you chose. This approach is ideal if you have multiple streaming devices or consoles and you want them all protected without installing software on each. Just be aware that router level encryption may reduce speeds slightly, depending on your router's hardware. Streaming performance on FastestVPN. How well does FastestVPN actually work once it's installed? Tests show that the VPN can unblock Netflix in the US, Canada, and the UK, but it fails with other regions, like Australia. Amazon Prime Video works reliably on US servers. Unfortunately, Disney Plus and BBC iPlayer remain inaccessible in many cases. Now, when the connection does work, video plays smoothly without buffering, especially when over a wired connection. WireGuard is available on most platforms except the Fire TV app, and it offers the best speeds. TCP tends to be more stable than UDP, but may add a small amount of lag. The kill switch is an area of weakness. In some tests, disconnecting from the VPN did not immediately cut internet access, which would expose your real IP address momentarily. If privacy is a top priority, then consider this when choosing FastestVPN. The service's ad blocking feature is a nice touch, though, and helps reduce interruptions on free streaming apps that display ads. Tips for improving your experience. Here are a few tips to get the most out of FastestVPN on streaming devices. Always choose the server closest to the streaming device's geographic location. If you're trying to watch US content, pick a server on the east or west coast, depending on your distance. Use a wired connection when possible. Wi-Fi can introduce interference and reduce speeds, whereas Ethernet provides a more stable connection. Check for firmware or app updates. FastestVPN occasionally improves performance through updates, but because side-loaded apps don't auto-update, you need to reinstall new versions manually. Test different protocols. On Fire TV and Android TV, switch between UDP and TCP to see which offers smoother streaming. On other platforms, try WireGuard for the fastest speeds. Be mindful of the kill switch. If you require a strong guarantee that your IP address won't leak periodically, test the kill switch or consider an alternative VPN with more reliable implementation. So if you want to get started with FastestVPN, we've got a link for you down in the description where you can take advantage of their lifetime special deal where you can get lifetime access for $40. They've also got a 31-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it out, set it up like we went over today, and see if it's going to work for your needs. Again, link down in the description to get started with FastestVPN. Using FastestVPN on streaming devices involves some manual effort, especially on platforms platforms where the app isn't readily available. The Fire TV Stick requires sideloading, and non-Android smart TVs depend on a router setup. Once installed, FastestVPN can unblock Netflix and Amazon Prime Video in several regions and deliver smooth playback over fast connections. Its budget pricing and allowance for 10 simultaneous connections make it super attractive for households on a budget. Now, on the downside, FastestVPN struggles with certain streaming services, lacks a fully reliable kill switch, and its Fire TV app doesn't support all protocols. If you value convenience and broad streaming access, you may want to consider some other options. But if you're willing to tinker and you only need access to a few specific services, FastestVPN can do the job without breaking the bank. So let me know in the comments if you've tried FastestVPN on your streaming setup and how it went. And if you want to get started with FastestVPN, we've got that link for you down in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we cover everything from VPNs and cybersecurity to how to stay safe online and detailed product comparisons, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.